Last time on Day of Days.
Martin, are you here?
I'm fine.
You had a pulse of 135. That's not fine for a 29-year-old who is supposed to just be laying in the bed.
You can't get away from your calling, Howard.
Yeah, well, there have been times in my life when to do my work, I had to go away from the work.
Is a follower of Jesus ready to completely remake society? Forgive me, sir. I have my doubts.
Mama, where is he? Mama?
Cassandra, girl, what is wrong with you?
It's Ronnie, Mama.
What about Ronnie?
He's here in the emergency room. I just heard they beat him. The cops beat him.
You know what happened?
Same story it always is. A white cop thinks we all look alike. He says Ronnie beat up some lady down on 110.
He'd never.
He was just going out to the movies. He wanted to finally see Vertigo.
Oh, bless his heart.
Minding his own business. A movie.
Cassandra.
I told him to come over and we'd get some donuts.
Come here, baby.
Now look at him. Look. You tell me how an arrest ends up in Harlem hospital on tubes and wires with bruises on places that should never be touched.
Shh. Baby, I know. Come here.
No. I can't stay here. Come with me.
Where are you going?
Ronnie makes for the 10th kid beaten by cops in 2 months. There's a rally for all of them. Hotel Teresa.
Cassandra, my shift isn't even halfway over.
I understand, but Mama, it's Ronnie.
I know that, Cassandra.
And these cops got him laid up fighting for his life.
Exactly, and my talents, my work is to bring him through this.
Estelle will cover for you. Mama, we have got to show up and show out if we want any kind of change in this city.
I am unclear who in the world you think you're talking to.
I'm talking to the woman who knows how to make Ronnie's favorite German chocolate cake. Who makes sure that there's a stocking hung for him every Christmas. You love him.
Of course I do.
Then come to the rally.
It is not my place to change this city. I fix people in this hospital.
And aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of mending and stitching and bandaging after punches and beat-ups and stabbings?
Of course I am.
Then come do something about it for Ronnie's sake.
You think it's just so simple, don't you?
Just because it is. When is enough going to be enough?
Could you keep your voices down? Patients are trying to rest.
Sorry, Estelle.
I have nothing to apologize for.
Sandra!
I want everybody to hear. I want everybody in this place to know what kind of city tried to kill my friend, my brother.
All right now, girl.
And I want them to know that you don't care.
Cassandra! Damn it.
Why is she so mad at you?
There's a rally tonight for Ronnie. She wants me to go protest the police with her.
That's just gonna stir the pot. More anger. Anger begets anger.
Well, maybe we need some anger.
Now, wait a minute, Irma. Now, you know I support everybody's right to assemble peaceably. But goodness, these protests, they cause more head injuries than the police do, don't they? Is that what you think folks need?
Cassandra is tired of turning the other cheek.
Well, are you?
Yeah, I am.
Irma, what are you doing?
Changing my shoes.
Okay, your shift's not done.
Yes, it is.
Irma, it's dangerous out there, and just imagine the injuries that'll come from that mess.
Estelle?
We need you in here.
Not now.
There are patients depending on you.
I know.
You could lose your job.
I just might.
You'd risk that over one silly rally.
If you think this is about one silly rally, you're slower than I thought.
We are here tonight because another one of our youth is fighting for his life for no other reason than because he ran into some cops on the street.
Excuse me. I'm trying to get through. I'm looking. Cassandra.
Mama?
Who was this speaking?
His name's Billy Williams. He was running an NAACP chapter down in South Carolina until earlier this year.
Well, and you hear that out there?
Yeah. Been sort of wondering what it is.
Some kind of rally or protest, I guess.
Pardon me, Dr. King? I'm just coming in on my rounds to see if you need anything.
Where's Irma?
She's gone for the day.
Irma normally tells me when she's heading home.
Well, she wasn't heading home.
Well, I hope she's okay.
It's probably none of my business, but she's out there at the rally.
What's all that about?
There was a young man brought to the emergency room earlier. He was a family friend of Irma's, so he came in after he got released by the police.
From the jailhouse to the emergency room.
Well, yes, but those people, the protesters, they're not like you. They don't understand things the way you do.
Oh?
I'm hearing that it's Billy Williams.
I see.
What's he doing up here? Last I heard, he was still in South Carolina.
Well, hard to get media attention in South Carolina, is my bet. He's just here to stoke rage. That's his stock and trade.
Rage has its place, Miss Lindsay.
Harlem has enough rage. Too much. Too many kids landing in my ER from rage. I'm gonna keep on the rounds if you don't mind, since Irma's out. You let me know if you need anything at all, Dr. King.
All right.
Billy came after me a few months ago.
Attacked your leadership, right?
Yes, he's a separatist. He told me if I wasn't ready to take to the field of battle, then I was no leader at all.
Have you New Yorkers listened to the prophet you have right here on your own streets? Listen to Brother Malcolm X.
Wait, so he's a Muslim?
No, just listen to him, Mama.
Black people of America have been victims of violence at the hands of the white men for 400 years, and following the ignorant Negro preachers, we have thought that it was godlike to turn the other cheek to the brute that was brutalizing us.
Tell him!
It's been too long.
We won't take it!
I'm telling every Negro under the sound of my voice, Ronnie Jackson is laid up right now because we've been playing nice with whites for too long. Too long.
They tried to kill Ronnie!
Dr. King's methods are gonna kill us. That's why he and Ronnie Jackson are in Harlem Hospital right now.
Say that!
Right now.
No, girl, you know a black woman stabbed Dr. King.
Mama!
When these cops know that we're gonna be docile and kind, they will terrorize us. They will break our bodies, beat our youth, until we stop trying to be saints. We aren't saints. We are humans with bodies and souls that will fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back.
I don't like this.
Mama! Wait, where you going?
It's too many people. I just need a moment.
Wait, hold on. Just wait a minute. Mama! Billy's not finished.
Well, I am.
But he's telling it like it is.
Just hold on.
No.
I need a moment.
No, Mama, Billy is the one fighting for folks like us and Ronnie.
That man doesn't know us.
He knows us better than some go-along-to-get-along preacher from Georgia. And Billy wants justice for Ronnie.
Justice or revenge?
For Ronnie, y'all.
Cassandra, we need to go now.
Not one more boy!
Girl, I am not playing with you.
Not one more boy! Not one
Cassandra,
more
get
boy.
down off of that car.
I'm gonna scream until Ronnie can hear me!
Baby, I know you're hurt.
Out of my way, lady.
Don't touch her!
Tell this broad to back off.
We're not gonna talk to sisters like that.
Get your ass gone, man.
Wait.
Back up off me, man.
Yo, put that away.
Put that blade away.
Oh, God!
Come on back to the hospital, Cassandra. Now. Are you all right?
No.
You hurt?
No, I'm shaking up a little.
Lord, me too. There's a break room down the hall. Let's just go in there and just sit a bit.
Okay.
Oh, baby.
Are you okay?
What happened out there? Those boys?
Those idiots are not Billy or Malcolm.
But that's who they stir up.
Ain't you the one who taught me one monkey don't stop no show?
That don't apply here.
Listen, I know what happened scared you.
Oh, hell, Cassandra. It's not that it scared me. My problem is that it didn't surprise me.
You don't mean that.
I see stab wounds, bruises, bone breaks every day.
We're not violent.
Oh, so it's we now. You one of these Negro nationalist folks.
Maybe I am.
And I guess you think that Dr. King had it coming to him, too.
Mama, I don't give a damn about that man. Look, I don't want him dead, and I'm glad that he survived. But he's living his life, getting cozy with white store owners and meeting with Richard Nixon, and the governor's coming to see him. I don't care about any of that. All I know is he keeps talking about nonviolence will save us from the whites. Well, Ronnie ain't violent. Ronnie just wanted to be treated like a human being. And that didn't save him, so maybe we ought to be trying something else.
And whipping up a crowd until some boy pulls a switchblade on a grown woman is your something else?
Well, you got some other ideas, Mama?
No, I don't. And Jesus, God, that's what hurts the most.
What are we supposed to do?
Where are you going?
Home. I can't be with you like this.
So I'm not supposed to speak my heart anymore?
Maybe our hearts are too broken right now.
Yes. I know it seems like I'm dodging President Case. Just tell him I'll be back in touch soon. Is that all right? All right. Yeah, I love you too. Thank you for letting me use the phone out here.
That's no problem, Dr. Thurman.
Nurse Rhodes,
Reverend Thurman.
I heard you taking leave for the rest of your shift.
No, it was just a field trip.
See, well, lucky you. Martin is taking a quick nap, so you can stay on your break.
Actually, I wondered if you had a moment, Reverend.
Some on your mind?
Yeah, there is. Can we step over here for a minute?
Yeah, of course.
I'm just angry, Rev. Just so enraged.
About that young man, Ronnie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Irma. Is he gonna be all right? Is he?
He's alive. Thank God for now. But he's gonna have a hard road ahead of him, and this boy, Dr. Thurman, he means so much to me.
What's your story with Ronnie?
He and Cass, they have been together since PS 85, first grade.
Mm-hmm.
He followed her home from school one day because Sandy told him that I had bought her a set of watercolor paints. She didn't like them. She didn't want anything to do with them. But Ronnie showed up, and he'd stare out the window, and he'd see the grass and the weeds coming up through concrete, and then minutes later, it's just pages and pages of paintings. They seemed right at home, these little green blades of grass coming out of the concrete. And they give them to me. You know, like a kid does to the parents.
Mm-hmm.
So, I get it, Mr. Thurman. I get why Sandy is angry. She thinks I don't, but I do. I can see what looks so good and seductive about these Negro nationalists.
Is it seductive to you?
I went to the protest with her, and there was something in the air. You know, something dynamite in the air.
Mm.
And that thing, that dynamite, that I get, but...
Now, something else doesn't make sense.
It's that Billy Williams. Mr. Thurman, that speaker, he was all flash and just quick, cheap anger. And he doesn't care about these kids. And he's not gonna be there after he whips them into a frenzy and they go and they break windows and they bust up cars. He's gonna be gone. I know his kind.
He has a kind.
You find him in every street corner, in the pulpit of every storefront church in Harlem. They're all threats to me. Mr. Williams or the preachers that I heard when I first moved up here from Alabama.
Threats how?
These preachers, they don't care about these kids. They only care about whatever tiny kingdom they're building in their little church. This God that they talk about, he is not a God that cares that Ronnie and Cassandra are trying to live in a world where they are treated like weeds in cement.
Their God sees something else.
Honey, all he sees is my pocketbook.
I see.
And this Billy,
Yeah, he'll get Sandy and these kids all heated and riled up, but then what? Where does that rage go? After the blood and the glass and the jail, Billy won't be bailing them out. Then they're just in a deeper hole.
Irma, that is a damning picture.
Dr. Thurman, Harlem is not BU. It is ugly uptown. Uglier than people understand.
And believe it or not, I understand ugly. Irma, I study it.
Sir, the kind of ugly I'm talking about
The very
is...
hounds of hell, fear, hypocrisy, hatred. That's what you see out there, right?
Well, yes.
Irma, that's my ministry, what I've spent a lifetime combating.
All right then, Rev. What have you learned?
Well, I have learned to look first at my own complicity in that ugly I see in the world.
What do you mean?
Where are you in that picture you painted of Harlem's fear and anger?
I guess I'm not in it.
You're looking outside for work that has to be done inside.
Sir, I have no idea what you just said to me.
Close your eyes, Irma.
Now, Mr. Thurman.
No. Come on now. Close your eyes.
They closed.
All right, now, think about Ronnie's watercolors. Really see that thin green blade on that paper. Think what it's saying to you, Irma. It's Ronnie. And he's saying that both of you are like that weed or that grass, maybe a little choked, maybe stepped on, but you coming up through that concrete. Now, what would happen if every day you took just 2 minutes to look at that painting? 2 minutes to say, I am coming up through this concrete. I am thriving.
I don't know.
Irma, it would be an act of divine elevation. Believing in your own unique value connects you directly to the ministry of a Jewish revolutionary who fought those hounds head on.
And that's your Jesus, a revolutionary.
Yeah, absolutely, a revolutionary of the soul, mind, and spirit. He wants you to know the same thing that Ronnie wanted you to know about yourself. And when we believe those things about ourselves, Irma, there's no fear or anger or hatred that can touch us.
You're telling me if I spend 2 minutes a day looking at a 6-year-old's painting, I'll find an answer for the pain that comes in on stretchers and gurneys every day?
I'm standing here flat-footed and telling you exactly that, Irma. No, you and College Martin have a similar struggle.
College Martin? What was happening to him?
Well, he had been on campus at BU only a couple semesters. He came in my office one day with frustration pouring off him.
This is not what I came up to BU for.
I don't understand. Are classes not to your liking? Are you being mistreated somehow?
I'm getting frustrated. The School of Philosophy is more in its head than I thought. I came up here to talk about how we can transform society, move the wealth of the nation around, get these systems we live under to really change.
And you thought a doctoral degree would do that?
No, the degree isn't the point. God is. Listen, I want to see new laws, a civil rights bill.
Well, there's a political science department.
Dr. Thurman, please. I want those changes to come from a spiritual place. I want to apply our faith, the things we believe in, to fighting Jim Crow and injustice.
Have you told your professors that?
They don't understand. They want me to philosophize my way to change, theorize it. Theories don't do anything for people back home. They don't want to hear Plato and Hegel.
So what do they want to hear?
That the racism encircling their lives has a limit. That people can see how beaten down they are.
Is that what you see from Ebenezer's pulpit, a beaten down people?
Many Sundays, yes.
What if they don't want to be that? What if they're more than just Jim Crow victims?
Of course they're more than just that.
Then the question isn't what philosophy to put in front of them, is it? It's using faith to get them to access their own power.
Fine, but people need action.
Yes. But don't they have to be spiritually ready for action?
Negroes have been ready for generations.
Negroes have been angry, yes, oppressed, yes, but spiritually ready for the kind of revolution you want is a different question. It's a different quest.
Well, what quest is that then?
What do you know about Mahatma Gandhi and Chari Chara?
Who is she?
Not a she, a town. It was 1922. The Mahatma had been leading his non-cooperation movement for about 2 years. Food prices in India were intolerable. And a group of Gandhi's followers organized a protest in Chara Chara. Police beat many of the protesters.
Sounds terrible and familiar.
Truly. In any case, there was a protest planned against police brutality. At first, it seemed like the protest would be a complete failure, but throngs and throngs of people showed up, the police came again, and it made people restless. The police felt the march was getting out of control and fired shots.
Mercy God.
3 protesters killed. But then the crowd turned in rage, anger, and surged on the police. Police were outnumbered, chaos descended, police retreated to their station house. People chased them through the streets. They descended on the station, set the whole place ablaze.
What?
Killed all 22 officers inside.
I never knew this.
A tragedy, surely. But I want you to understand the Mahatma's response. He was absolutely brokenhearted, bereft. He sent himself and his followers into a 5-day fast.
To grieve?
No, Martin. To fix himself. Spiritually inside. He realized he hadn't gotten his followers ready in their souls to access their power for good. They had to know and experience the presence of something divine inside themselves. That hellhound of rage was too dangerous without that inner work. Or else the bloodshed flows on both sides.
Did it work? Did Dr. King see his studies differently?
It wasn't his studies he needed to see differently.
It was his people.
Exactly, Irma.
That story you told about the riots and the killings, that's what I'm scared is coming here. Is already here, maybe. That kind of dangerous rage.
The rage is the soul looking for freedom. That journey doesn't start with laws or protests. It starts with each individual knowing the peace of God that is housed inside themselves first. World-changing power comes from that divinity.
There's hope in that idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have enough faith left in myself to get there.
Well, and that I suppose you may also be like Martin.
He doubts the power of his faith.
All the time. That's a storm coming for him, for all of us, and I worry there's things cluttering up his connection to the God inside him. Something else you both share.
And what happens if we don't clear up that connection?
Well, the movement and our hopes fail.
So are you gonna help him clean it up?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Day of Days is written by Darren Kennedy. It was created and produced by Michael Epstein of Walking Cinema, with direction, sound design, and original music by Jonathan Mitchell. Starring Billy Eugene Jones as Howard, Jordan Mahome as Martin, and Anya Pearson as Irma. The executive producer is Will Rogers, the producer is Andrew Calloway, and Amanda Brown is the dramaturg. It was recorded at Miratone Studio in New York City by Colin Dworsky. Day of Days was made possible by a grant from the National Endowment for the Humanities to Walking Cinema, an experiential storytelling studio based in San Francisco. For a full list of credits and a special immersive companion piece to Day of Days, go to dayofdayspodcast.com.